How you doing, people? And I am Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star, host of STO, the Smokers Lounge. And I'm here to give you something to smoke over. I'm talking about Spotify for podcasters. That's right. Spotify now has it to where you can start your podcasting career. We're talking about video podcasting, and you can make money by monetizing your podcast, whether it's through donations or even setting up a subscriber side of your podcast. So go to Spotify, sign up, and start podcasting like me and make money. Take your hobby and go ahead and make it your career. Smoke this over. Good evening, and it's Thursday, and I decided to record this because I'm sitting here watching. I watched the Trap Lord doc about King Von, and I also heard the live that Van Latham did with Trap Lord, Chicago Dave, and then of course Big Act got in there. And what I find interesting is that black people, we can't talk about white people no more. We can't talk about the Trumpers no more because we're just as bad, if not worse. And the reason why I say that we're worse is because I've seen this with Bill Cosby. I've seen this with not even, I can't even say OJ because we never claimed OJ, but too tough. But when it comes to rappers who had committed murders or committed crimes, or any artists or rap artists or R&B artists that committed crimes, we say fuck the victim of the crime. No, free that rap artist. I sat here and listened to Chicago Dave, and he shouldn't even been in this discussion because you're not going to be realistic. You're not going to be honest. You're not going to be truthful. Because part of being a street nigga is also telling the fucking truth. And see, some of you street niggas don't even understand that shit. No, you're not supposed to snitch. I get that. You're not supposed to tell about your crime. But at the same token, you're supposed to be realistic and truthful. Any street nigga know I'm in the streets. Two things is going to happen to me. Either I'm going to die, I'm going to go to jail. Very few street niggas get out of the streets unscathed. Regardless of what put you in the streets, regardless of what made you a street nigga, two things is going to happen. I'm sorry. You either going to die or go to jail. So, I'm going to talk about a variety of topics, but what it's going to boil around is how ignorant of a people that we are. How stupid of people we are. Because even a street nigga knows a killer. Even a street nigga understands who's a killer and what's a killer. Everyone's been having a conversation on whether Von was rap's first serial killer. And from the documentary and everything that this man said, never really listened to his music too tough. And me knowing street niggas, no, that motherfucker killed 7 people, probably more than that. Anybody in Chicago got something to say, hey, please put it in the comments. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Spotify. I'm your host, Kevin Southern Champ. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links with allmylinks.com/pornrapstar. 4 sponsors. Y'all know what they are. ExciteBunny.com, RiseismMagazine.com, LSWorld.com, and BlushRocker.com. Problem with the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to Shop GW District and do what the title says, shop. 5 days a week, go over to FullySwapRadio.com and check me out, and many other great podcasts. Also, you can find me on Skyhawk After Dark TV as well as the BGP LLC app. So let's get down to it, people. I have a lot to talk about. And like I said in the previous episode from last Thursday, consistency. That's why y'all getting 2 episodes this Thursday. Oh, and by the way, I'm recording this on my birthday week. So if you happen to hear this and you didn't say happy birthday to me or commented, please send me a comment. I would love to have interaction from my listeners. I would love to hear your opinions. Questions that you want me to ask guests, any of that shit. Because part of this is I want to hear from the fans. I want to hear what y'all think about the show. I want to hear what y'all feel about the show. All that good stuff. So we're going to begin with Trap Lord. Now, for some of y'all people, go check out his documentary about King Von. Trap Lord is a white dude from England who talks about trap shit. And his documentaries are very, very good, very, very informative. Now, I didn't know anything about King Von. I never really listened to his music. I probably heard it in passing. I heard about him dying 2 years ago, getting in a fight with Kondo Wando and being shot, which is amazing that he got killed for something that had nothing to do with Chicago streets. But I digress. So, since Trap Lord has put that video out, he has garnered a lot of, how can I put this, a lot of heat. This guy named King David, Chicago Dave, whatever the hell his name is, keep trying to say that Trap Lord, people like Trap Lord, people like academics is the reason why there's so much violence, and that with them doing these videos that is causing the violence to escalate in Chicago and people going to slide, which is now the new word in this generation. My generation was ride on a nigga or pull up on a nigga. Y'all talking about slide. Slide supposed to be a dance, but I digress. So his whole thing is that he's basically blaming Trap Lord for violence in Chicago. That the people doing the video, that he's saying that basically the people in the videos that's doing these videos are putting names on people, getting people put in jail in the whole nine. Now, I'm 48 years old. I'll be 48 this coming Friday. Me recording on the 21st. My grandmama said it best. I can't, how can I put this? Tell the truth, shame the devil. That was my grandma told me. Tell the truth, shame the devil. And King David, nigga, you a street nigga to the truth, because you ain't gonna be truthful. You ain't going to be truthful about this. You're not gonna be honest. You're not gonna be subjective. You said yourself, I'm a street nigga. How do it look? Me saying that he got a body, and man, shut the fuck up. Because at the end of the day, a killer is a killer. A murderer is a murderer. It doesn't matter if he's a rapper or not. And see, what sickens me is that you motherfucking people love y'all murderers. A dude can sit here and be a mass murderer. He can be a what they call a mass shooter. Go into a school and shoot a bunch of people. But because we like his music, we're gonna give him a pass. We gonna sit here and be like, he didn't do so bad. He only killed 4 people. Let me say this now. And if King David happened to listen to this episode, if you want to have a discussion, fine. But this is what I find interesting. You're the reason why there's so much violence in Chicago, because niggas like you don't want to admit the truth. That the motherfuckers that everyone's looking up to, all the motherfuckers straight up are enabling these motherfuckers. See, the fact that Von was tweeting, Instagramming,
rapping about his murders. Facts. If you look at the interview when they were at the Breakfast Club, Dirk was trying to tell that motherfucker to shut up. Y'all actually think that the feds sit down and look at these documentaries? Or look at, let's say, Vlad? No. Because motherfucker, when they come at you, they already got evidence. They already got witnesses. Name one trial that had academics or even Vlad or even Adam 22 there. The reason why the cops even decide to use music in the trials is because they noticed a lot of these motherfuckers was rapping about crimes and they were very descriptive on it, and a lot of evidence within the crime. If I sit here and said, I raped the chick, murdered this chick, threw her in the river, and they found a bitch that was raped and killed in the river, who the fuck you think they're gonna come after? The problem with some of you damn young ass wannabe thugs is that y'all motherfuckers love broadcasting what the fuck you do on social media and then act stupid when the cops come at you. And then the funniest shit that this King Dave had to say, I found it funny. I ought to call him Uncle Dave, just like Jim Cornette be calling Dave Meltzer Uncle Dave. He said, when he was talking about bodies, he could be talking about pussy. No, I'm a rapper. Let me make this clear. I rap. Van Lathan, Chuck Lord, no academics rap. I rap. I wrote rhymes. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna sit here and say catch a body and then come back and say, yeah, I'm gonna catch me a body and go fuck this chick. When everybody knows catch a body means killing somebody, dog. No one never used catch a body and fuck in the same sentence, dog. Sorry. Not even you, as gangster as you may be, King David. Vaughn was talking about he wanted to kill somebody. See, when you murder somebody, something breaks in you. Something snaps in you. It's one thing, I don't care if it's self-defense. It sticks with you. That's why I'm glad I never killed nobody. The image sticks with you. The smell. What happened? I'm pretty sure Vaughn might have had nightmares. Vaughn was a murderer. He was in a gang. Chicago gang life has always been around, dude, from the days of the Outfit all the way to the P-Stones, to the Gangsta Disciples, to now. Chicago's always been violent. Y'all act like this brand fucking new. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Chicago. Every 2 minutes you hear about a shootout in Chicago. Chicago's always in the top 5, if not top 3 in murders. Every Republican, when you want to bring up gun laws, what's the first thing they bring up? Chicago. So King David act like don't shit happen in Chicago, like there ain't never been no killings or nothing. See, it's okay to admit that King Von was a killer because he rapped about what he did and he was real about what he rapped about. You got motherfuckers sit here and rap about catching a body and them motherfuckers came and catch a cold. You got motherfuckers sit here and rap about selling drugs and they ain't even sold candy. This man did what he was taught he did. He was shot at. He was in a full-blown neighborhood beef. Period. He saw motherfuckers was loving what he was rapping about. And yeah, if you do happen to Think about this for a second. This motherfucker, when he was getting arrested, was telling the cops, yeah, I beat 2 murder cases. A murder case and 2 attempted murders. Smoke that over for a minute. Why would you brag on that? Y'all do realize, prior to the man's death, they were building a case on King Von's ass. And Dirk. And even the cops said, Dirk might have got off with that murder charge, but King Von might have not. The reason why King Von died, and I hate seeing any brother die, is called fucking karma. Because he done so much bad shit that the one time that he didn't have a gun, the one time it wasn't beef with Tukeyville or whatever, rap beef, got his ass killed. Because he found out what happens when the rabbit has the gun. See, y'all gotta realize, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop coddling criminals in our culture. We gotta stop that. If a motherfucker did the dirt, he did the dirt. Stop trying to defend him. Stop talking about free this, free that. Because it was funny that David said, well, he never been convicted of anything. Well, just because they didn't have enough evidence, because I don't want to say the saying, the absence of evidence doesn't mean that there's evidence absent. Just because a person beat a case doesn't mean they wasn't guilty. They just had a better lawyer. OJ beat a case. But we know he killed the girl. And we probably feel that he had help. R. Kelly beat a case. But later on, the same thing he went to court for, he ended up going to jail for and going to prison for life over. We got to stop that. Hell, John Gotti, how many times he was found not guilty? How many mobsters have you seen go to court and not found guilty? That doesn't mean they didn't do it. King Von, I'm not a fan of his. I never really listened to his music too tough. He got some good hot shit. But here's the difference. When he got in the rap business, he didn't stay out the streets. He went back in the streets. Do you understand? They was right now investigating this nigga for giving money back to his crew for guns and drugs. But yet, y'all want to look past that. King Dave want to sit here and defend his boy. He didn't murder anybody. You putting bodies on him, which is gonna make people slide and this and third. This motherfucker ain't sliding because of a fucking video. Nigga, they sliding because they got shot at last week. One of their homies got killed, and they want payback. I don't know no gangster ever slid, or the term I use, slide on motherfucker, because I saw a video. No. You are basically making a mockery and fun of what the fuck is going on in Chicago. Because what? You so afraid that if you actually be honest and you sit there and say, well, yeah, I heard he had a lot of bodies on him and this, that you afraid you can't go back to Chicago and the people in the hood may not accept you. Stop. Because the problem is this the reason why there's so much killing in Chicago. Because you got too many motherfuckers like his ass coddling these goddamn young niggas. You got too many of these old heads sitting here encouraging these young niggas to get in the streets. And that's facts. I had OGs in my hood used to sit here and tell me, Bob, nah, you don't need to be a part of this. No, Bob, you don't need to be a part of this. No, Bob, this ain't you. You know this ain't you. Your mama kill you. That show you how much respect them OGs, them gangsters, them drug dealers had for my mama, nigga. They weren't scared about what my mama gonna do. They found out I was hanging with them. They kept me out the streets. They kept me from being in gangs. Cause they was like, you ain't built for this, B. But not a nigga like King Dave. He probably the main motherfucker in the hood. See the nigga, the little kid next door and be like, you want to be in the gang, nigga? You want to get jumped in? We need to stop this. You can't sit here on fucking IG Live and lie to the people, and then you want to sit here and put the blame on Trap Lord. Oh, Trap Lord, you gonna get a lot of niggas killed. You gonna get a lot of niggas arrested. Let me say this again. If you did nothing wrong, won't nobody come after you. Not the cops, not no gang members. If you didn't shoot his homie, he wouldn't have a reason to come shoot you. If you didn't sell no drugs, the cops wouldn't have a reason to bust in your goddamn door. People don't want to admit when they're fucked up. People don't want to admit that the people that they looking up to is fucked up. All you goddamn sorry ass nigga glorified this nigga King Von. Y'all glorified Young Thug. This nigga sat here and said, Future never popped no pills. Man, Future get mad fucking high. He pop pills, smoke weed, and drink lean. Nigga, shut up. These beefs are real, man. This ain't no joke. And King David on this bitch joking. He not joking as in ha ha ha. No, he joking because he giving bullshit. He's saying bullshit. Why? Because you mad because a dude from across the pond broke down what type of person King Von was. But y'all didn't have the balls to admit it your damn self. That's the problem with my black brothers. Y'all will glorify a nigga in the street that murders motherfucker, but you won't glorify a motherfucker in the streets that trying to make a change. King David, since you want to downplay this shit so bad, let me tell you what you do. Why don't you get the fuck out the gang or go talk to some of these gang members in Chicago and try to get a ceasefire or try to convince them it's a better way or a different way? Nah, you out there shooting with them. How you gonna be a king when you the court gesture? When you scrubbing with the quote-unquote peasants? Gangs supposed to protect the hood, not terrorize it. That was the whole purpose of why gangs was part together, was to defend the hood. The P Stones want to defend the hood from these damn racist-ass white cops. What y'all need to realize at the end of the day is that a murderer is a murderer. Just because the motherfucker can rap a couple of verses don't resolve him of his sins or his crimes. It doesn't. If anything, it implements him more. And I'm pretty sure King Von was probably a nice kid. If he had better guidance, the motherfucker probably would have been, goddamn it, one of the greatest rappers of all time. Probably would have been a fucking millionaire, great business mind. I understand environment. I understand that sometimes it's the environment. Or sometimes it's the upbringing. No, it's the fucking individual. You know how many motherfuckers that came up just like King Von that didn't do half the shit that nigga did, not even 1/4? I remember I saw a documentary about the girl that he killed, K.I. The female was gorgeous. Beautiful young lady. Looked like she was very intelligent. She fell in because it was cool. Because we always want to do the cool shit. We always want to do the cool shit. That's what we love doing. Cool shit. Ooh, this dude shooting a gun. Ooh, he shooting a gun. Ooh, he selling drugs. Ooh, he a pimp. That's always been in the hood, dog. Drug dealers been in the hood. Gangs been in the hood. That's always been in the hood. But not every motherfucker from Old Block, not every motherfucker from Tukeyville ended up being in the goddamn gang. But the motherfucker that get out and go do something, I don't hear nothing about them. But we hear about King Von, monkey ass. How many of his rap friends died before he got a rap deal? How many of them rappers was Old Block rappers, they end up getting killed? Come on now. Let's stop being foolish. Let's be realistic. See, that's the problem. When we stop being foolish and be realistic, things would change. The gun violence might go down in Chicago. It might be less murders. No. We don't want to be real. We want to do shit like Mr. King David going on the live, sitting here talking shit to Trap Lord, like Trap Lord the reason why goddamn Chicago gang wars began. Let me explain something to you. He wouldn't made that documentary if there was nothing to make of the documentary. If King Von never killed the motherfucker, implemented in the murder, never bragged about a murder, never talked about a murder, he wouldn't have a documentary, would he? Smoke that over. Now, last week I talked about the gun laws, what happened in Tennessee, mass shooting. We done had, since then, more mass shootings. We had a young man who went to the wrong door and got killed. The wrong door. And a white man said he was scared. Now, here's the funny part. Now, this white man in a white predominant neighborhood, instead of calling the cops, he grabbed a gun. He didn't even open the door. He shot through the door. See, let me tell y'all a story. A long time ago, I was trying to date this girl that was living in Pittsburgh, which is down in North Carolina. I was going to take her to the R. Kelly concert. You know, she was sexy as fuck, too. I didn't get the pussy or nothing, but that ain't the point. I'm going to look for it. Now, back then, there was no we didn't have cell phones. So I had to go online and use MapQuest. Then I had to read the directions as I drive. I pull up at this house, real nice house. And I knocked on the door, and a white man answered. And I said, I think I got the wrong house. He said, yeah, I think you do. He said, I think you need to go down the road a little bit. Was you looking for a black people? I said, yeah. He said, oh, okay then. All right. You have a nice night. I said, yeah. So I go pick up Shorty, and I told her where I stopped. I said, yeah, I went to the wrong house. She like that big glass with the glass doors and all that. I said, yeah. She said, you lucky. I said, why? He was the Grand Dragon for the Ku Klux Klan of North Carolina. I'm at the wrong house. This white dude who had to be in his 60s, maybe 50 or 60s, he didn't grab a gun to come shoot me. He opened the door and asked what I need. But this 80-something-year-old white dude that looked like he racist as fuck, this bitch-ass dude shoots and almost killed this young man who could possibly be our next president, could be possibly one of our next great black folk. Why is it that white people fear so goddamn much? Now, if it was a white boy, he would have probably went to the door, opened the door, and probably invited him in for a cup of tea. because he's a young black boy, I'm scared, so I need to go get my gun and I'm going to shoot first and ask questions later. I don't give a fuck. He 86 years old. The nigga didn't go to jail for life. See, just so much shit, man. It's fucking amazing. We had another mass shooting in Massachusetts at a birthday party. I want you to think about that for a minute. At a fucking birthday party. And I keep saying this, all these mass shootings. But what's interesting, Ron DeSantis passed a law that made it after 6 weeks you can't get an abortion. Oh, and you gotta prove that you were, and if you was raped, and or whatever it is, you have to prove that you was raped in order to get the abortion past 6 weeks. So he can write the law restricting women from getting abortions. They can pass laws to keep an abortion pill off the shelves, but y'all can't pass a law to restrict guns, outlaw guns, or make tougher gun laws. See, because even to the point that when you think about it, Chicago got lax-ass gun laws. Lax as fucking can be. How do you think these kids get these guns? But we keep saying the person. No, it's a combination of both. Because if I make it hard for that criminal to get a gun, then what? You had a assassination that happened. I want to tell you what's so funny about the assassination that I saw. It was these two Arab brothers, I take it. It wasn't a AR-15 or a sniper rifle. No, he walked up with a 9mm, shooting both of them. A 9mm. Now imagine if he had a machine gun. You would have more people dead. Mind you, this is in the Middle East. They got bazookas. But he didn't think to get a machine gun. No, he got a gun to kill the two motherfuckers that he wanted to kill. Right or wrong. But over here in America, no. These motherfuckers go buy the AR-15. Map out the mass murder and then go handle it. Then when these mental cases reach out for help from the mental health people, they get ignored. And then the first thing you want to holler after they done killed 15 to 20 fucking people is, well, what about their mental health? You wasn't thinking about their mental health till they killed somebody. See, we're not proactive, we reactive in this country. And once again, I can't make this up. The NRA had their annual convention. Y'all need to go listen to that bullshit. Find it on YouTube. My God. Nothing but white folk. The head lady, she talking about her dad left her in the woods and had her walk around with a gun and was speaking about how hunting brought their family together, this, that, and the third, right? You want to know why she talking about that? Because she never lost a family member to random violence. She never lost a family member to a mass shooting. None of them speakers lost a family member to a mass shooting. None of them speakers are even willing to admit that it's time for us to outlaw some of these guns. You want to know why? Because every last one of them motherfuckers make goddamn money from these gun manufacturers. Trust me, the gun manufacturers, they don't want the killing to stop in Chicago. Because how they gonna make money? How they gonna make money? See, we need to realize that y'all Republicans, and I'm saying the Republicans, because y'all the main issue. Y'all the main issue. Because everybody else want gun laws, but the Republican representatives. But y'all keep voting these niggas in. You can't say gay. You can't get married if you same sex or you interracial. A transgender can't be transgender in public, but this white motherfucker can walk around with an AR-15 out in the open, Glock 9 on his side, and a knife in his boot, and the cop won't say shit, let alone bat an eye. Y'all keep saying protect the children, but let me tell you what y'all won't protect. Y'all won't protect the women that give birth to them. They have no rights. Once the child is out the womb, y'all don't give a fuck about the child. Y'all only give a fuck about the child when the child in the womb. Because you want to know how I say that? Because y'all cut food stamps, which a lot of ladies need. Y'all cut Medicare, that a lot of kids need. I want you to think about that for a second. But if that son bitch is in the womb, it's protected like a son bitch. But here's the thing. Y'all bitched them on when they said the ladies need to take off work if they're pregnant. Y'all won't allow them to have life insurance once they are shown to be pregnant. So if their child happens to die during childbirth, and I ain't talking about abortion, that they get some compensation as if the child was alive. Y'all don't start child support at conception after she finds she's pregnant. Nope. But y'all say protect the kids, right? Y'all protect the kids so much that y'all won't even ban AR-15s. The main thing that's killing kids. See, it's just funny. No, it's not about protecting kids. It's about protecting your financial interests. Just like Judge Thomas, right? Y'all don't find it interesting that he decided to overturn Roe versus Wade, and this motherfucker is getting lavish gifts and trips from GOP donors. Why is he getting these gifts? Why is the Supreme Court justice getting gifts? You want to know why? So he can rule in favor of who giving him the gifts. Another coon in office. Yeah, I said it. Coon. See, that's the problem with our society. Once again, we be outraged over bullshit, but the outrage over the real shit we don't have. We sit here and cry, we don't want more mass shootings. Damn it. And we gonna, dude, it ain't even halfway through the fucking year and we what, 200 mass shootings? And all this done happen because the gun laws have been lax so much that the craziest motherfucker on the planet can go get a gun. He can get a gun and he just left the mental ward. And told people, you know something, I think I want to kill myself. You want to know why these mass shootings happen? Because these motherfuckers are so depressed that they want to kill themselves, but they ain't got the balls to kill themselves. So they figure the best way to get killed, if I go shoot a bunch of people, that will make the cops come, and then I shoot at the cops, and the cops shoot at me and hit me and kill me. So they practically are cowards. Because they ain't got the balls to kill themselves. They need assistance. So instead of them just going, and I'm going to tell you what's funny. You don't never see a mass shooter go to the police station and try to shoot the police station. No. You don't see a mass shooter go on an army base and try to shoot up the army. No. They go to the place where they know there's no defense, there's no guns, can't nobody defend themselves against them. Cowardice. I never heard of a mass shooter go try to shoot up a gun range. But he'll go to elementary school where ain't no kids there with no guns. Because they know two things. And they always get an AR-15. Not a Glock 9, not anything else. AR-15. That white dude, 86 years old. Why the fuck he had a gun? He's 86 years old. He's too fucking old for one. A young man going to pick up his kid, going to pick up his brothers and sisters, go to the wrong door and get a bullet for his goddamn troubles. See, I'm going to tell you what I find interesting. You white folk, especially Republicans, because I'm pretty sure he was a Republican, y'all scared of black folk. Y'all scared of transgenders. Y'all scared of women. And you're scared of opinions. And then we sit here and say we're in the greatest country. I beg to differ. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over.